these stories are always going to be told for the benefit of who's telling the story.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I guess that was just the way it was at that point in time. And I always tripped off of it because of the fact that it's different for me because I understand it. I understand it because I understand the politics. You know what I mean? Like I say, I lived within it. So it's a difference living within it and then hearing about it. It's like when I was it's like when I was back east, right? And I said this, and I said this before on another podcast.
Mm-hmm.
My realization back east is that there's two kind of bloods back there, right?
Right.
Like the Eastside and Westside blood, right?
Right.
What you got is you got a traditionalist blood, like how you was talking about the history. Remember you was talking about the history earlier?
Right.
Okay, you got a traditionalist blood that wants to be tied into blood from its origin, from its history, right? That's the Westside blood. That's actually the guy from New York City that's claiming a LA set. You see what I'm saying? Then you got the loyalist blood. The loyalist blood is the guy from New York City that's representing New York City and the East Coast. And he's representing blood on those terms. You understand what I'm saying? And because I always say everybody's loyal to the homeland. You know what I'm saying? We loyal to what's outside our front doors. So there's no big differences in nothing like that there. But everybody has to always create these levels of, I don't want to say challenge. I'm going to say everybody wants to create these levels of miscommunication.
Right.
People want to create miscommunications. But when you get down to the meat of it all, in reality, if you call back to LA, 90% of motherfuckers in LA can't see past the street corner, can't see past the sign on the corner.
Right.
You understand what I mean? Let alone 3,000 miles away. You know what I mean? When I went back to New York, and when I came back there, that's back when I was still in the streets.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing about it that was interesting was that, right?
The streets.
I'm talking to my people back there and my people in LA. They couldn't even visualize that. Right. Because it was so far away. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If something happening 3,000 miles away, you know the weird one thing about us as a people, we're tangible people. If we cannot reach out and touch it, if we can't see it, then we actually don't understand it and don't believe it. When I was in college, man, I was a philosophy major and I had to study critical thinking. So I had to really psychoanalyze things and I had to really, really, really dissect shit when people say it to me.
Hit the notification bell, like and subscribe to our content at Hoodwire TV on YouTube.